Hey guys, my name is Ali, and how is everyone? This is Android application development using Android Studio with Java programming language. So the prerequisite for this course will be that you have to know Java programming and you have to know object-oriented programming, and you have must have a basic understanding of data structures. But if you don't have any experience with data structure, you don't have to worry about it. I will guide you in the future. So let's jump right into it. So what is Android? Android is an operating system that is managed by Google that runs on different devices such as TV, watches, smartphone, and tablets. It is based on Java but is now getting toward Kotlin. So the Android architectures is divided into several parts. At the foundation, the Linux kernel resides. Linux is an open source operating system. It is fairly utilized in Android architecture. The Linux server provides capabilities to Android runtime, so it relies on Linux kernel for underlying functionalities such as low-level memory management, threading, and setting. So the Linux kernel allows the Android to take some specific features such as security, and it provides the ease to develop hardware devices for this popular kernel. Above it is called hardware abstraction layer, or HAL for short. It interacts with the libraries above it to provide hardware interaction. So if we want to access the Bluetooth through the libraries, it will call hardware level abstraction, or GPS, or Wi-Fi, or audio, or camera, whatever that is. So HAL is accessed through APIs that makes call across multiple hardware devices. Right beside it is called Android Runtime. It provides core libraries for some specific function, and it runs a virtual environment. And this environment is specifically optimized for low-level apps to run. I will greatly talk about how a Dalvik machine runs the app and how the Java bytecode is converted into Dalvik code and all that. These libraries are written in C and C++, and these capabilities are exposed to the exposed to our application through an API that we can access to interact with hardware or some Linux or to some kernel capabilities, and it has some specific application frameworks that can it is like divided into a modular system, so it provides some specific feature on each module. Suppose the view system provides a rich and extensible UI system that we can use to build lists, grids, text boxes, button, place images, etc. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I will explain in the future. Above it is the system default applications, and we will not interact with those in this course. The tools you need for these lessons series are two. First, you have to install Java JDK, and you have to have Android Studio installed in your system. Once you are done with these steps, you should come back and we will do the rest of the things. So it will be our first project and walk through the Android Studio, and we should get right into it. Here it is. We are greeted with Android Studio. I will select starting a new project, and I will say my first project. If it's available, it will complain, but it's not. It surely is because the file system is telling me, but we'll ignore that. uh, you might install the Android Studio, and some things will look different, but you don't have to worry about it. The company domain is always reversed in the package name. If you program with Java, you must know what is a package. I will click next, and here I am greeted with the target Android devices that our SDK will provide. So right now the SDK that I'm selecting, Ice Cream Sandwich, will allow us to run our application on the 98% on the devices that are currently active in the Google Play Store. On clicking next, we are up here. Right now there is too much on the screen, and you must be curious to know all of these things. What do they do? And you just have to select empty activity, and you will click next, and it will ask for us for our main activity. Main activity is a main screen, but I will explain it later. Upon finishing, we are welcomed on the screen. Here it is, alert going on, but these two things are, if you are having problem with it, the screen is not displaying, you should click refresh and it will show you. I will take up some more real estate here, and okay, so I will explain each of these component to you so you can get a better idea of whatever it is doing. First of all, the project structure, the project is divided into several components, but the project itself is now right now is a module. A module is a container for our app source code, resource files, and app level settings. What do I mean by resources at app level settings? I'll explain just a bit right now, just a bit later right now. So it's like complete package. I cannot call this package, we call that a module. So it is a complete system that can be separated and reused. So now the manifest contains something, and here Java. Okay, so the manifest is a information and setting files you can consider. It stores uniquely and identified for our app, ask certain permissions from the user for certain services for our application to use, and it mainly keeps track of the component that we are using in our application. In the future videos you will understand whatever I'm talking about. So it is in XML, you can fairly understand. It's keeping track of our icons, what is our application is called. When I double clicked it, it's turned into something else. I will explain later. So coming down, here it is, our Java files, and the Java files are mainly activities or code that will get executed. So it is an activity. What is an activity? An activity is a user interface that is shown to the user, and whatever it is on the activities are called views. And the views are divided into two components. First of these things are graphical user interface components are called widgets, and there are some invisible components of the childs of the views are called layouts. Layouts are used to align or manage the widgets on the screen. So here it is, our main activity, and here it's JUnit test. If you don't know what JUnit test is, you don't have to worry about it. Up coming down, here it is, our resource files. Non-code files will reside here. Our images will be here, our layouts will be here. As I told you, it basically tells the apps that what each feature and how it's displayed on the screen. So it contains it describes about the padding and all of that. So you don't have to worry about it. I'll explain each and everything in upcoming videos. So it is an XML file. Our icons are for the app are displayed here. Now it's simple Android picture. Our values, as you saw, like just like I clicked on the padding, are stored in the different XML files, and these are parsed to the app, and it's here it is the dimensions that the padding is using currently right now. So at the last, it is Gradle scripts or the Gradle build system. Gradle is a build system that keeps tracks of the new files to recompile and assemble them. So our build time is reduced. So we will work efficiently and scale more. So that's it for now. In the next lesson, I will talk about more of the basic. Then we will develop our main application.